Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. In this video, I want us to talk about the events of today, the demonstrations. What's your opinion, honest one, about the events today? What is your take about the demonstrations in Kenya today? Because for me, William Ruto survived last year, which was 2024. William Ruto again survived today. But I doubt if William Ruto will survive next year. And even if William Ruto were to survive next year, these young people will bury William Ruto, politically speaking, in 2027. I'm saying this because I want you just to watch the turnout today.
This we need to change and change constitutionally. How do we change that constitutionally? The appeal is to all Kenyans to vote this government out so that we come back and reset. What the police will be concerned with is to make sure that nobody breaks into any shop to loot. If the police were working here peacefully with these people, I can assure you, nobody would have excitement. You expect people to be excited.
Those were massive. And they were coming from all parts of Nairobi. These demonstrations even took place in William Ruto's backyard, Eldoret, Kericho. And what shocked me was the turnout in Mombasa. Raila Odinga was in Mombasa yesterday. And of course, these demonstrations even took place in Malindi. William Ruto was in Kilifi County today alongside Raila Odinga, but demonstrations took place in those places. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want us to talk about these demonstrations. 5 things which I picked from them. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to dive in because I know so many of you guys are tired, and I'm glad several agencies actually reached out to me during the course of the day, and at least we were able to help where we could. But I want to talk about the 5 or 6 things which I observed. The first thing was the absence of Raila Odinga during this demonstration. If Raila Odinga is not careful, these demonstrations and the events of today are likely to bury him, politically speaking. Why am I saying so? I'm saying so because for a very long time, most Kenyans have always believed that no demonstration can happen without Raila Odinga. No demonstration can actually happen without the Luos. Today, Nyanza was cool. Migori never recorded any incident. I'm talking of Nyanza. But the demonstrations took place in Nairobi unsuccessfully. One of the biggest Raila Odinga's strength has always been the people. His ability to command the people to go out there. His ability to command the people to withdraw from the streets. This time, he's not there. The demonstrations took place. And those demonstrations did not only take place in Nairobi, but across the country. That's dangerous for him, politically speaking. I want you to observe, and I want you to note one thing. When Babu Owino appeared on the streets today, look at how he was embraced by the agencies. So the fact that demonstrations took place without Raila Odinga and without the Luos is significant, politically speaking, in the Republic of Kenya. I'm not talking of the Luos as Luos because I know several Luos actually participated in the demonstrations in Nairobi and other parts of the country. Number 2, and this is something which William Ruto must take seriously. If you will have to win through the ballot, then those elections will have to be free, fair, and verifiable. What I witnessed today, I can tell you, if there are plans to rig the elections in 2027, if anybody anywhere is contemplating or strategizing on how to rig those elections, they will not succeed. These people are dangerous. These people are determined. I can assure you, if they will lose, they will accept the verdict. But if they win and you try to steal it, they will not allow you. They will not. And that is something which William Ruto should take very seriously, and the security apparatus. The third thing which shocked the entire world was the order to stop live broadcast. KTN and NTV tried to defy that order, but they were switched off. I know most of you believe that the idea behind that was about the protest. No, they were not about the protest of today. The idea was to test run 2027. Someone somewhere wants to test what will happen on the election day, and the results are being streamed live, and the media houses are ordered to switch off. Will they switch off? And if they can't switch off, because most of them will defy that order, what other avenue or what other form of communications will be available to Kenyans? Telegram was censored today. Kenyans were able, the young people, to broadcast through Twitter, through TikTok, and through Facebook. I'm foreseeing a situation where in 2027, someone will order for those media houses to shut down, and then they'll block Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter, because those are the only avenues the young people communicate. I was in the village during the day, and my mother was so mad that she could not watch whatever was happening in Kenya on her TV, because the signals were jammed. That is what someone is trying to test. It had nothing to do with the today's demonstrations. The fourth thing is that William Ruto is clearly one term. William Ruto, mark that, is clearly one term. But he can still change that. Unless William Ruto will go back to the drawing board and figure out where the rain started beating him, unless William Ruto will go back and figure out how to address the concerns of Kenyans, he's headed for a big shock. What if Nyanza had joined the demonstrations? What if Nyanza had joined the demonstrations? In short, William Ruto has failed as a leader on several fronts. I remember last year, after the Gen Z protest, William Ruto addressed the nation. And in that address to the nation, William Ruto promised to listen to the young people. He promised to address their concerns. One of the biggest concerns of the young people at that time was what they were calling extravagance by the big men. Today in Kenya, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, who could not afford to contribute 50,000 shillings in Harambee every single week, is contributing over 10 million Kenya shillings in a week. And the young people are watching. These are people who are graduates. They know that the only source of that money is corruption. Even if you have friends donating, why couldn't they help you before? It simply tells you that William Ruto is disconnected from the needs and the concerns of the young people. These young people are demanding very few things from the president. The president has refused to lend them a hearing ear. And because of that, one term is loading if William Ruto is not careful. And my last point, I think we are turning these Gen Zs into a monster. It's only that YouTube cannot allow me to share some clips. I saw a clip somewhere where the police were actually beating a young person, and his friend came through for him. So they were being beaten together until they escaped. But they did not go far. They still exchanged words with the police because they felt they were provoked. And several other things happened. The truth is, these guys are getting emboldened every single day. What about the police? The police are getting tired. Fatigue is getting in. Some of them are actually with these demonstrators. So, in short, William Ruto is creating monsters. By 2027, those monsters are going to deal with him. So he must come up with a proper strategy on how to address these issues. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.